The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, Logan Paul!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. And ladies and gentlemen, we kicking things off with a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan Paul making his way down to the ring. He's looking to get some gold around his waist here in Universe mode, but he do have to get through his opponent if he wants some gold here in Universe mode. But ladies and gentlemen, his opponent also wants some gold. Because this man is a former United States champion and a former World Heavyweight champion as well.
And his opponent, representing A-Town Down Under from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory!
Austin Theory. He wants the Intercontinental Championship just as bad as Logan Paul, the most prestigious title here in WWE. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this match, we also have another one, number one contenders match for the IC title, as Bronson Reed will take on Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Zoe Stark will take on Jada Parker. Winner faces Cora Jade at Backlash for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Faxion will take on DIY. Winner goes to Backlash as well. And then in our main event, Gunther, Penta, and Dragunov will be in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight, to see who faces Sheamus for the World Heavyweight title at Backlash. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this match. Theory lands a strong right hand and now into the race lock. Now Theory using his power to control the race, now into a roll, and Logan Paul kicks out. And now Logan Paul plays out Theory with an arm drag. Off the ropes goes Logan into the splash. Springboard moonsault by Paul. Dropping the elbow goes Logan. And now what does Logan have in mind here? Attacking the hand of Austin Theory here. And kicking to the back one more time. Logan sits up Austin Theory. And now what does Logan have in mind here? Getting up Theory to her knee. Big boot takes down Austin. Stomping the arm. And now a big punch by Logan Paul. Big kick to the ankle. And now look at Paul showboating here in this matchup. Big punch to the midsection. And now Theory responds with a chop. And a chop by Paul now. And these men are trading slaps, punches, chops, whatever you can think of, they trading it here in the middle of the ring. Now Theory misses the chop and now Logan Paul takes advantage. But now Theory misses another chop. Logan Paul showboat. And now look at these men still battling it out. And now hockey fighting in the middle of the ring. And now there's Theory. Irish ripping Paul off the ropes into a big knee to the midsection. And now Theory picking up Paul into a slam. And now Theory picks up Logan once again into the neck breaker. Going for the pin is Austin Theory to go to Leon Franks. There's two and a kick out by Logan Paul. And now Paul with the kick up. Theory went for a kick to the midsection. Front side Russian leg sweep. Down goes Theory. Another moonsault. No. Theory finds a reversal into a drop kick. And now Theory goes to the top rope. What does Theory have in mind? Big elbow drop. Going for the pin on Logan Paul. There's two and a kick out by Logan. And now look at Theory going on the apron, rolls through. Super kick by Paul. What a counter by the Megastar. Going to the top rope, big elbow drop on Theory. Now going for the pin is Logan Paul. There's two and a kick out by Theory. And now Logan goes to the apron himself. Buckshot lariat turns Theory inside out. And now look at Logan Paul taking off the top turnbuckle pad. Jessica Cole, our referee for this match, putting it back on. And a frog splash by Paul, going for the pin. Jessica Cole still dealing with the turnbuckle, now in position. There's two, and Logan Paul goes to Leon Franks.
Here is your winner, Logan Paul.
What a match. What an outcome. Logan Paul is looking to become Intercontinental Champion just in about 2.5 weeks. But ladies and gentlemen, let's move in. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back live in Cleveland, Ohio. And here comes
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed.
And here comes Big Bronson Reed. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the other #1 contenders match to see who faces Logan Paul and Leon Franks. And this is not the man you want to face if you want to capture gold here in WWE. But ladies and gentlemen, Big Bronson Reed have a challenge here, because he don't only have to defend against Dirty Dominic Mysterio, but he has the entire Judgment Day in his corner. Big Bronson Reed is outnumbered here, but I don't think Bronson Reed cares about that. Accompanied by Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Carlito, and Liv Morgan.
The Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Dirty Dom is looking to get some gold around his waist as well. A former World Heavyweight Champion is Dirty Dom. But ladies and gentlemen, you gotta think it would take the entire Judgment Day to defeat Bronson Reed here. But let's get into this match. Bronson Reed, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And the crowd here in Ohio singing to Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Rolling up Big Bronson Reed. That was Dom in a kick out one by Bronson Reed. Double foot stomp to the face of Reed, and now into a moonsault. And now into another moonsault by Dirty Dom. And now what does Dominic have in mind here? Big elbow by Reed. And now here comes Bronson Reed on the attack. Hanging up Dominic on the top rope. And now Bronson Reed stopping the hand of Dominic Mysterio out. And now Bronson Reed dropping the elbow on the knee of Dom. But Dominic pushes all three now. And now what does Dom have in mind here? Big senton to the ankle of Bronson Reed. Big punch and another punch. But Reed does not be phased by it. Big knee by Dom. And now Dom sends Reed off the ropes. Duck under by Dom. Missing the attack right to the back now. And now Dom with a chin breaker. But Reed gets right back up and Dom sends him right back down. And now Reed on the ropes. And Bronson just throws Dom over the top rope. And now look at JD McDonough getting it involved in this matchup. Distracting Bronson Reed. And here comes Dominic Mysterio with another back break. Missing the tornado DDT. Bronson just catches him out of the air. Ducked under goes Bronson. Big ass clothesline by Big Bronson Reed into a senton. And now look at Bronson Reed just manhandling Dominic Mysterio. Big elbow drops. Misses the kick. And now Dominic kick to the midsection into a code red. Going for the pin. There's a 1 count by Bronson Reed. Jessica Carr was in position very quickly here. And now look at Dominic with the scoop slam. Going to the top rope is Dominic Mysterio. Dominic with the frog splash. And Liv Morgan trying to get inside the ring, but now taking off the top turnbuckle into a DDT by Mysterio. And now dragging Big Bronson Reed away from the ropes. Jessica Carr in position, going for the pin. There's 2, and Dominic Mysterio faces Logan Paul in Lyon, France for the Intercontinental Championship.
Here is your winner, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
And now Judgment Day is celebrating inside the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting in to our next. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live in Cleveland, Ohio. And here comes Fraxium.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 336 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Fraxium is looking to recapture some gold here in Universe Mode. The longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions. These two superstars are one hell of a team, overcoming all the odds. But Nathan Frazier, Axiom, have to defend with 2 veterans here in Universe Mode, because their opponents, after some time on the injury list, here comes DIY. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, And these two men have done it all. They triple crown champions here in Universe Mode.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
Both superstars are singles competitors as well. Both won singles gold here in Universe Mode. But now Gargano, Ciampa. Either one of these two teams will face Motor City Machine Guns in Lyon, France for the Tag Team Championships. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this matchup. Nathan Frazier starting out for Axiom. Ciampa starting out for DIY. The bell's underway. Nathan Frazier, big elbow to the back. And now Frazier sends Ciampa into Axiom's corner. Tags to Axiom. And now both of these men, big gut punch, kick. Down goes Ciampa into Gary, double stomp to the back of the head. And now this match picking up quickly as Axiom gets up Ciampa. Sending Ciampa, no, Ciampa reverse. Big discus, no, Axiom with the drop kick. What a drop kick by Axiom. And now Axiom, drop kick to the back, no, Ciampa getting reversed by Axiom. And now look at Axiom with the drop kick, running the ropes. And now Ciampa tags in Johnny Gargano, the other member of DIY. Big punch, and now Johnny wrestling, looking to change the complexity of this matchup. Moonsault, no, Axiom finds a reversal for it. Kick, Gargano finds a reversal, and now into a roll up on Axiom. And a kick out real quick by Axiom. Big moonsault, couldn't find Axiom though, sending off the ropes. Ducked under, leapfrog, Spanish fly by Axiom. Gargano though, popping straight back up, sending Axiom, trying to put him on the ropes. Axiom though, finds elbows. And now into the corner, Gargano finds a needed reversal. And now Axiom once again sends Gargano into the corner. Nobody's home then. Into the single arm suplex. And now what does Axiom have in mind here? Getting up Gargano. Sending him a third time into the corner. And Gargano once again not letting Axiom make the tag. Big reversal by Gargano. And now Gargano sends Axiom into DIY's corner. Tags to Ciampa. Ducked under, drop kick by Ciampa. And now tags to Nathan Frazier. Ciampa and Nathan Frazier now legal in this matchup. Big knee by Ciampa. And now working over with the punches to the face of Frazier. Ciampa turns his attention to Axiom, sending him over the top rope. And now Ciampa stomping the midsection of Nathan Frazier, but Frazier kicks up, big punch, kick, boot, and now there's another boot. And now Frazier with the moonsault, no. Ciampa with the forearm. And now there's a Hurricane Rana by Axiom in front of our announcer's table. DDT by Ciampa on the outside, and now this match is barreling down with all four competitors. Tommaso Ciampa firing up here, raking the eyes of Nathan Frazier. Into a reverse DDT. Now Ciampa sends Frazier into the barricade. Elbow drop avoided. Big chop by Frazier. Kick. And now Frazier with the neck breaker down on Ciampa. Count of 7 by Jessica Core. Nathan Frazier's in the ring. Count of 9 by the referee is Axiom. And Nathan Frazier gonna take the count-out victory, and yes, they are. Axiom took the count-out victory.
And Nathan Frazier for Axiom.
I don't think DIY is gonna take too kindly to that. But ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Stark, Jada Parker coming up next. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And both of these women looking to show respect here. Oh, there's the slap by Jada Parker. After the disrespect from Zoe Stark, Jessica Carr maintaining order. And the bell has rung. And now there's the boot by Stark. And now Jada Parker finds a punch. And now both of these women looking to capture the World Heavyweight Championship. Big boot by Zoe. And ladies and gentlemen, Jada Parker gets up Zoe. Big reversal by Zoe. And now into the elbow collar tie-up. Jada Parker using her strength to back up Zoe Stark. Clean break, and now there's a quick punch by Parker. And now back into the collar elbow tie-up. Parker pushes down Zark. But Zark finds a quick reversal back into the elbow collar tie-up. Parker once again sends Zark in the corner. Jessica Carr, and there's the cheap shot by Zoe. But now Parker sends Zoe off the ropes, missing the drop toe hold. Big chop by Zark. Stomp to the arm, and now look at this. Submission by Zoe Stark. But Jada Parker gets out of it quickly. Big punch. And now Zoe with an elbow. Kick to the midsection with the neck breaker by Zoe. And now Zoe Stark with the punch to Jada Parker on the apron. Big drop kick, sending Jada to the outside. Count of 1 by the referee. And now Zoe Stark continuing the attack on the outside. Jada Parker gets back up, but catches by a German suplex by Zoe. And now stomping out the knees of Jada Parker. Count of 3 by the referee. Sending Jada inside the ring. Doesn't want to win by countout. Big kick to the face now. Jada Parker with the beautiful takedown. And now Jada Parker looking to gain momentum here. And what does Parker have in mind? Slamming down Zoe Stark face first. Into the grapple. Zoe face first into the corner. Turning around is Jada Parker. Look at Parker now. Turning around Zoe Stark once again. Into the middle rope. What does Jada have in mind here? Jada Parker with a senton. Hard landing for Zark. And now working the arm of Zoe Stark. Now Parker goes to the second rope. Jada with the splash. Going for the pin. And a kick out at 1 by Zoe Stark. And now what does Jada Parker have in mind here? Zoe Stark rolling to the apron. Big punch. And now Zoe Stark getting the same thing done by Jada Parker. And now look at Jada Parker sizing up Zoe with the suicide dive. Kick to the arm, knee to the back. And this has all been Jada Parker in the early goings of this matchup. Big kick to the hamstring. Into the barricade goes Parker. Jada Parker might have landed on her knee, been favoring the knee, and Zoe Stark took advantage, but Jada Parker finds a reversal. Big kick, and now look at these women trading blows here in the middle of this ring. And you don't want to do that with the MMA background of Zoe Stark. Both women just trading nasty blows here. What a chop by both women. And now another chop by Zoe Stark. Slap by Jada Parker, slap by Zoe Stark, big punch by Parker. Chop by Stark, and now we hockey balling again on Monday Night Raw. Both women getting equally amount of exhaustion here. Fisherman suplex, bridging into the pin, and a kick out before one is Jada Parker. Zark gets up Parker now. Big reversal by Jada. Off the ropes. What does Zoe have in mind? What a body drop by Jada now. Big kick, big punch, and another punch. Big forearm. Big forearm misses. And now Stark with the K. 360 down on Parker. Going for the pin to go to Lyon, France. There's two. And Jada Parker kicks out. Zoe Stark cannot believe it. Big punch by Stark into the floor. Oh my God, what a German. Zoe Stark couldn't capitalize on it though. Jada Parker rolls to the apron. And now what is this? Zoe Stark with the DDT on the apron. Hardest part of the ring. Big reversal though by Jada Parker. Kicking to the hamstring once again. And now look at Jada Parker with the face buster on the outside. Count of two by the referee. And now look at Jada Parker talking trash. Big knee to the face. Count of three by the referee now. Jada Parker gets back inside the ring. Zoe Stark follows. Big forearm shot. And another punch. And now there's a combination by Parker once again. And now Zoe Stark sends Jada Parker into the corner. Turning Jada Parker around. And now Jada Parker sends shoulder fist into the corner. Big reversal though by Parker. Big shoulder tackle on Zark. And now look at Jada Parker once again sending a message with the knee. Going for the pin. Is this going to be enough to defeat Stark? There's two. And Jada Parker goes to Lyon, France.
Here is your winner, Jada Parker.
Jada Parker goes to Lyon, France to face Cora Jade for the Women's World Championship. What a dominant performance here by Jada Parker. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into our main event coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here in Cleveland, Ohio for our main event. And here comes the ring general.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
And now Gunther looking to capture his second World Heavyweight Championship here in Universe mode. But he has two dominant superstars going up against him. But Gunther does not look like he's scared. because this man is a force to be reckoned with. And then you gotta think, if Gunther does win this triple threat match, that would be a banger. Gunther and Sheamus in Lyon, France. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get out the second member of this triple threat matchup. The man with no fear, making his Raw debut here in Universe Mode. And now Penta looking to capture his first championship here in Universe Mode. Penta has been a sensation all around the Indies.
First, from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos,
Penta used to be in a tag team with Rey Fenix, part of the Lucha Brothers. But now Penta on Raw, looking to make a statement here. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get out the man who officially destroyed Trick Williams last week to earn this spot in the triple threat match. And that's Ilya Dragunov. His elbow from out of nowhere last week played a massive part, knocking out Trick Williams. But now, ladies and gentlemen, can he do the same?
From Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
Can he do the same here tonight? Can he knock out either Gunther or Penta? Get the pinfall to go to Lyon, France. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our hard-hitting main event. Make sure you have your popcorn. Make sure your seats are buckled, because we're going for a ride. Let's get in to this main event match. Penta, Dragunov, Gunther. And now Penta with the sling blade on Gunther. And now there's a chop by Dragunov. And now look at Dragunov. Big knee to Gunther. And now Penta with the cross body to Dragunov. And now there's Gunther with the boot. And now taking down Penta. Trying to turn him over for the Boston Crab. And he gets it. But there's Ilya Dragunov already right away. Trying to take out Gunther. But Gunther raking the arm. And now look at the power of Gunther taking down Ilya. And now there's a chop to Penta. And now taking down Penta with a big arm to the back. Dragunov though with the knee. Down goes Gunther. And now look at Penta. Suicide dive over the top rope. Ladies and gentlemen, Penta has no fear. Big knee by Penta. And now look at Penta sending Dragunov. But no, Dragunov with elbows. Jaw kick by Gunther. And another one to Penta. And now look at Gunther. Wants competition here. And now both men trying to double team Gunther. But now look at this partnership by Gunther and Dragunov. Taking down Penta. And now Gunther gets sent into the barricade. Ilya Dragunov now focuses his attention to Penta. But Penta gets sent back inside the ring. Big chop by Gunther. And now sending Dragunov face first into the apron. Big knee down on Dragunov. Big reversal by Gunther. Into the barricade goes Penta. Big boot by Dragunov. And now Dragunov is fired up here. Gunther though Getting reversed by Ilya. Penta with the reverse sling blade. And now look at Gunther sending Penta across the ringside area. Gunther and Dragunov have history. They battled for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. Penta though showboating on Gunther. I don't know if that was a smart idea. What a clothesline. And now Dragunov faked out Gunther with the DDT. And now Gunther and Ilya Dragunov getting back inside the ring. Irish ripping. Gunther. No, there's a knee. A sharp knee to Gunther. And now look at Ilya Dragunov with the Uranagi. And now there's the kendo stick coming into play by Penta, going for the pin on Gunther and a kick out at 1. Now look at Penta getting up. Gunther here. Super kick, down goes Gunther. And now Penta on the middle rope and landed hard on the knee. Ilya Dragunov came out of nowhere. Getting up, Penta now, big running power slam. And now Gunther went for the chop, and now there's the chop by Gunther. And now look at Ilya Dragunov. The power bomb. And now Penta breaking up the pin. Big super kick to the midsection. Ilya Dragunov sends Penta over to the outside. And now look at Dragunov. Perched on the top rope. Big elbow to the head. And now there's the enziguri to Gunther. Ilya Dragunov is standing tall, the only man standing here. And now Gunther getting back up to his feet, sending Gunther across the ringside area. Penta though finds a reversal, although Dragunov using the momentum to get Penta on the shoulders. Elbows to the face of Dragunov. And now Penta with the punch. Super kick, down goes Dragunov. Now Gunther standing alone in the ring. Here comes Penta. But Penta though, right back outside the ring, taking down Dragunov once again. Now the ring general waiting for Penta to get back inside the ring. And now there's the kick. And now look at Gunther with the power bomb on Penta. And now sending Dragunov into the corner. What does Gunther have in mind? Big boot! Down goes Ilya. And now Gunther focuses his attention. Gut wrench. Suplex. Down goes Penta. Going for the pin off the gut wrench suplex. And there's Ilya Dragunov. Now Penta rolling to the outside. Ilya drops Gunther with the DDT. Clothesline, down goes Gunther. Chair shot, down goes Ilya Dragunov. And now look at Dragunov reversing. Big elbow to the back. And now Dragunov, what does he have in mind? Penta finds a reversal. Kick to the midsection. Penta hooks him up. Penta driver. Down on Dragunov. There's a 1 count. There's 2. And a kick out by Ilya. Gunther couldn't make it back in time. Ilya had to kick out. And now look at Penta with a backbreaker. And now Ilya Dragunov back up to his feet. Gunther face first in the corner. Penta off the ropes. There's the elbow that knocked out Trick last week. Gunther though getting reversed by Ilya Dragunov, attacking the knee. But Ilya can't make the cover on Penta. Throwing the chair, now attacking the arm. Drop kick, no. Gunther missed. And now look at Ilya Dragunov. Big forearm to the back of the head. And now look at Dragunov firing up here in this matchup once again. And there's the H-bomb on Gunther going for the pin. There's two, and Gunther kicks out. And now Penta with the sling blade. Down goes Dragunov. The senton misses. Ilya has Penta trying to attack. Referee's in the way though. Luke Stam, and there's the chop by Gunther now. And now Gunther with the devastating clothesline taking out Ilya. And now Penta, look out, Penta trying to get back up in this match. Sling blade, down goes Gunther. Now Penta picks up Ilya Dragunov into a power. Oh, what a knee to the back. And now Penta, super kick. No, Gunther rolls through. Cero, Miedo chant here by the WWE Universe. Kick to the midsection. Penta hooks up Gunther. No, Penta driver. And there's Ilya Dragunov breaking up the cover. And now into another Uranagi by Ilya Dragunov. But Penta rolls to the outside. Into the submission now on Gunther. Is Ilya gonna tap out Gunther here? But now Gunther finds an escape. Gunther now with a massive power bomb on Ilya Dragunov. And there's Penta to break up the pin. Big reversal by Penta, but Gunther with a German suplex of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunther has been dominant here. So has Dragunov. Big senton down on Penta. And now look at Ilya sizing up Gunther, but Gunther with the clothesline sending Dragunov outside the ring. And now there's the kendo sticks to Penta here. And now there's the knee down on Penta by Gunther. Going to the middle rope is Gunther. Wants Penta up. Big kick by Gunther. Slap by Ilya. And now Ilya with a German suplex down. Or just a regular suplex on Penta. And now look at Gunther trying to take advantage. Ilya finds the reversal though. Trying to take out the knee of Gunther, and look at Gunther just kicking Ilya Dragunov. But you gotta think this is gonna piss off Ilya. Into the corner. Referee once again is in the way. Big chop. Gunther though trying to fight out of the 2-on-1 attack here by Penta and Dragunov. Penta sends face fist into the corner, clothesline by Ilya. And now it's just Ilya and Penta inside the ring. Oh, what a kendo stick shot. And now raining down the shots on Ilya on Penta. Oh no, what is this? Ilya Dragunov with another H-bomb. Going for the pin. And there's Gunther to break it up. Now Gunther picks up Ilya Dragunov, back fist into the corner and just throwing him out. And now what does Gunther have in mind here? Has Ilya Dragunov powerbomb, going for the pin. There's two, and Gunther goes to Lyon, France to face Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship. What a performance by Gunther. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Monday Night Raw. We will see you next week for Friday Night